I learned a ton just hosting and watching this incredible Zensports Rookie Esports League for Splinterlands, and so I want to pass on some of these tips that will be helpful in your bronze and silver level play from this tournament. Stay tuned. Hello, hola, como esta? This is Luke with Luke Plays Earn. I help Krills, the small investors, to become whales one day through playing to earn, and I have been hosting with Zensports. They have generously given a $1,000 prize pool to this Rookie Esports League. We're about to hit week 2 out of 7. So if you haven't signed up for the second tournament, go ahead and do that. It's going to be an incredible tournament. I know there's some high-level competition, more than I expected. We'll talk about that in a second, but I still think this is a great learning opportunity because I have learned a ton just watching the matches, streaming them last week with Ali and Dwayne. And so I want to pass on some tips that I received just from watching this that I think are going to help even if you enter this tournament or you don't. It's going to help you in bronze and even in low silver leagues. So the first tip I want to bring you guys here is this card right here, the level 3 sea monster. I saw this being played quite often in this Bronze Leagues tournament, and why this is such an important card. You can use this with a level 2 Kelia, or you can get a Dragon Summoner and get a level 3 Sea Monster. The reason why it's so good is because once Sea Monster hit level 3, it goes from 8 HP to 9 HP, and this is important because the heal ability heals for a third of the max HP of a monster. So when it has 8 health, it gets rounded down and it only heals for 2 health at a time. Once it has 9 health, it is able to heal 3, and in bronze and low silver, this is enough to win in poison battles. This is enough to often, the tank only usually takes, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 HP per round, and so it's able to heal up a large chunk of that damage that the enemy team is hitting. You can see, even at 12 mana, Kra here only put in the Sea Monster. That's it, and they're going to win this battle just because it can't even do enough damage to heal through it. I mean, this team only has 2 damage here in this example, but there are other examples where the 3 HP heal is even a bigger deal for winning the matchup. So if you can get yourself this for rental, even at pretty cheap prices, it's an excellent card to add at bronze and low silver. The second tip that I learned watching this tournament is the power of a leveled up sneak attack. At bronze, common cards are capped at level 3 and epics and rares are capped at level 2. But even if you're playing in silver, normal ranked, a lot of people don't use leveled up cards at silver 3. So seriously, just grabbing a level 2 summoner and then grabbing a level 3 common like the Silent Cheval goes from 2 melee sneak attack to 3, and Urias at level 2 goes to 1 to 2 sneak attack. And just adding a couple leveled up cards like these ones that get an extra attack for the backline in bronze and low silver can be very important, and you can see how much quicker this team kills it with the extra sneak attack damage. If it wasn't for the extra sneak attack, they may have been killed by thorns, or the backline may have kept attacking through their front line and they may have lost this match instead of winning it. Third tip is, sadly, Mylor is still king of bronze, and that's because there isn't a ton of range damage here at low levels. General Sloan, I think, is one of the weaker summoners at these levels, unless it's really high mana. And a lot of people use melee or they use magic, and if they're using magic, of course, in the green team, you can also use Mushroom Seer to take away one of their magic damage. So there's potential to counter some magic with Mylor, and you're also going to counter all melee damage, and so you see this being played a lot. And of course, specifically in melee monsters only, or melee monsters can attack from anywhere, or melee monsters get sneak attack. All these rule sets, of course, Mylor with the thorns, just incredibly is just OP. That's all I gotta say, right? Mylor is king of bronze. Now, the Mylor tip might not be surprising, but this fourth tip is something that I learned that I didn't really think about, that a leveled up Lorna Shine, I think, is actually pretty underrated. And the reason I think that Lorna Shine has actually gotten better with the Chaos Legion releases is that there are more cards with high level damage. A lot of the time before Chaos Legion released, you'd see Lorna Shine, they would run something like the Silver Shield Knight, and their only strategy would be to buff up a sneak attack team, and obviously, that would be countered by something like Mylor. But now that there's some more range damage in the backline, a little more magic, you can use Time Mage for a slow. You can see that Lorna Shine actually takes down a Mylor here, which before Chaos Legion, I don't know if Lorna Shine would have done that. You can see just having that divine protection to tank up a couple shots here and there. There's enough range damage to get a lot of the backline kills in. And really, this is a great play that is not, again, too expensive to rent. My fifth tip that I learned from this tournament is in playing in bronze and silver is that I think I saw way more sneak attack backline than I have ever seen snipe being played. And I think that's really true. If you go look at the snipe cards that are allowed in this tournament, there's no alpha and beta, that there's not a ton of snipe damage. You got sniping narwhal, but a lot of people use the opportunity with the Kelia, or they still use some magic damage. There's the lava spider, but that's only one ranged attack, so that's not a huge snipe. Hunter Jarks for the green team is decent with 3 ranged attack on the snipe, but there's not a ton to pair it with unless you're pairing it with the Child of the Forest for just 1 additional snipe. And then maybe you can argue Silver Shield Sheriff and the Lone Boatman. That's a good combo with General Sloan. But again, General Sloan wasn't played that often. And then you have the Death team, which probably has the strongest sneak attack with the 3 magic damage that you can go for the snipe attack. But again, I think one of the reasons why we didn't see much snipe is because you can counter snipe by just playing all melee damage dealers, either the tank or if you have a backline that has sneak attack, then the snipe is just going to have focused the frontline monster anyways, so you're not really getting that extra potential from snipe attacking the backline because they're just using melee sneak attack anyways. So perhaps there's some snipe combos that are yet to come out and really be used effectively at bronze and silver, but for the most part, I would say I saw way more sneak attack to the backline than I ever saw snipe attack to the backline. So there you go. Hopefully those tips help you in your bronze and silver level ranked play, but also if you are entering into this esports league, that it'll help you in the following weeks. Remember, there are still 6 tournaments to go, and there are plenty of opportunities to qualify for the top 16 circuit points and have a shot at this $1,000 prize pool provided by Zensports. Thank you so much for doing this. It is incredible that they're doing this. And even if you feel like you have no shot, maybe you got blasted out of the first tournament, you didn't even make day 2, well, just remember that every time you participate, you're going to learn by playing against better players. There are some tough level competition, and we're probably going to remove the name Rookie Esports League and just turn it into Bronze League because I realize that there are some really incredible players here. So maybe we need to make even lower level tournaments. In talks with Zensports, we'll figure out some stuff for the future for even maybe a novice league. But I think playing against these players are going to give you better strategies, know what cards you want to go after to buy or to rent in the future, what summoners you want to level up as you grind in this game. And I think for 25 DEC, it's a steal to enter these, get some good experience, level up, come to the streams where I'll be analyzing these matches and have guests analyze these matches. And I think I've been improving just by watching, and I'm going to play in this one as well. So you'll see me out on the field. Let's get this tournament at least to 300 signups. Remember that these are starting on Wednesday, so you need to sign up before then. Congrats to our top 32 from the last tournament, though. You guys have earned the first circuit points week 1. There are 6 more to go before we hit our final. We're going to be totaling up these circuit points, keeping track of them over the entire 7 weeks. So congrats to our first people on the leaderboard. So there you have it. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope that you guys can improve your play, and I hope to see you in this, what we're going to probably call Bronze Esport League from Zensports now, and I hope you have a great day. Peace out. Adios. Pa'alam. Let me know what tips you guys learned from this tournament or from watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream.